Hello, beautiful souls. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome or welcome back. Look down and it is 10:14 on March the 2nd. It is 10:14 is actually my birthday, so I see 10:14 a lot. So maybe you're seeing your birth date often. Check out the spiritual meaning and the angel number behind your birth date. Again, you can go down the deep dive of that and see what your life path number is. I'm 11. I'm a master number 11. This is more than likely my last go around here on planet Earth. 4-4 on the timer. So welcome in or welcome back. Okay, I just finished a little bit of a workout, got a shower in. I'm gonna go run some errands. So I wanted to sit down and have a conversation. We have another key code today. So today is day 108, I believe, of FreQSpeak, of sharing my real raw frequency and energy, flavor, color, and essence with you beautiful souls. Started a new journal yesterday. So my other one, I started on the 17th of February, the fire horse, the triple activation portal, the new moon in Aquarius, and the solar fire, ring of fire. So I barely got 2 weeks out of that. All right. So 1, 2, 3 on the timer as I look up. So I also saw 1, 2, 3, 1, 1, 7, 17, 122 are going to be numbers that are going to resonate with you for sure in some way, shape, or form. And if they haven't, you're going to start seeing these numbers. Okay. Numbers are key codes, signs, synchronicity, symbolism, information, meaning. There is meaning in there outside of just getting your awareness in whatever you're thinking in that moment, whatever you're doing in that present moment. Okay. It's just there to get your attention, okay? So that's why I share them. I meant to. So what came through yesterday, early afternoon, I get a word sometimes and I'm like, all right, what's the quantum key code? And it was emergence. And I thought emergence was perfect for March because we've got the equinox coming up in on the 20th, which also is when Mercury's retrograde is at the end. So I thought that was perfect. I align, I expand, and I emerge. I trust my path. I trust my becoming. Quantum emergence is now embodied. So I highly recommend with me sharing these key codes and the informations, whether they're activations, because they are ways for you to activate yourself continuously, is to write them down. Get curious. What does it feel when you hear or if you were to write it, see quantum emergence or any of the other key codes I've shared so far this past week. Yes, I'm kind of fidgety with my outfit today. I'm just kind of comfy. But anyways, where does this land? Do you get a visual in your seeing eyes? Do you get a visual in your third eye? Do you get a clear knowing when you hear quantum emergence? What comes up? Write that down. Unfiltered, raw, real, authentic. How does it feel in your physical body? Do you feel like you are ready to emerge? Like quantum emergence. I align, I expand, I emerge. I trust my path, I trust my becoming. Quantum emergence is embodied now. So 333 is also significant because tomorrow is the 3rd and tomorrow is the lunar eclipse. So 3-3s, ascended masters, the angelic realm are definitely highly present as the elemental spirits. So welcoming in all of the elementals, the earth spirits, earth, air, wind, fire, water, ether. All right. All of the elementals, the fairies, welcome them in always. Okay. So also know that you are supported in your expansion. Okay. So you're supported in your expansion. So yesterday broke down to the number 14. No coincidence. Okay. So the quantum key code is, the key code is quantum emergence. Okay. So I'm going to read a little bit about this, all right? And I don't know if there's always activations in here somehow, way, shape, and form. So sit back and enjoy and receive what you didn't know you were ready to receive today. All right, this is the energy of becoming, all right? Before the evidence even appears, okay? It is stepping into the version of you that already exists in the unseen, all right? The activation, okay, so we're going to do a little bit of an activation. I want you to repeat this with me, write it down, solidify it into your field, into the quantum field, into the collective field. I collapse timelines and I emerge as my highest self now. We can say this 3 times. I collapse timelines and emerge as my highest self now. I collapse timelines and emerge as my highest self now. Say this with authority, okay? Feel it in your solar plexus and feel it in your heart, okay? Say this with me. I am becoming. I am remembering. I am becoming. I am remembering. I am becoming. I am remembering. The version of me who is aligned, powerful, abundant, awakened, and already exists. The version I am becoming and I'm remembering, the version of me who is aligned, powerful, abundant, and awakened, and already exists. All right? This month I emerge with that frequency. I move beyond limitations and step into accelerated expansion. Okay? So there was your little bit of activation. Again, me saying it with you, you saying it out loud, it is very powerful. Like you're going to get activated just by receiving my frequency and energy, but by you also, you can activate yourself by using these words. All right? So the energetic meaning behind quantum emergence is rapid spiritual upgrades. Can you feel this in the field? I know there was a shift. For me, I know there was a shift. There's been many shifts, but there was definitely a shift, okay? Breaking, if you haven't felt it, you're going to feel it, okay? So the team just said, if you have not already felt the shift, you will be feeling the shift. All right, I got to fix this. It's kind of like driving me batshit crazy. Okay. All right, so you're breaking old patterns, or you have already broken many, many, many old patterns. There's been timeline shifts. There will be timeline shifts, okay? Embodying your future self now. So you're going to be embodying your future self now more and more. All right, your intuition is heightened as well as your awareness, very heightened. Heightened intuition and heightened awareness with this quantum emergence, okay? So breathe. Open, receive, exhale, release. So inhale, be open to receive. Exhale, release what no longer serve your highest and best good. There goes the Fae, just flying away. I know you saw that. I saw that. I saw it in the camera. I didn't see it here. Okay. So we're going to inhale. We're going to be open to receive. And we're going to release everything that no longer serves our highest self. All right. So the activation. All right. Let's get into another little bit of an activation here. As I keep fiddling with my hoodie. All right. So inhale. Be open to receive. Ground, exhale, and release. I activate now the key code of quantum emergence. We now activate the key code of quantum emergence. I release outdated identities and timelines. I align with my highest available frequency. I collapse, delay, and step into divine acceleration. I collapse, delay, and I step into divine acceleration. I emerge, whole, powerful, and awaken, now. Pause, breathe, feel what you feel, see what you see, hear what you hear, and know what you know. Just settle into that, see how that feels, feel it in your physical, into your field, in your energetic body. Let your body respond naturally. Maybe some emotions came up. That's perfect, okay? So place your hand on your heart. We're going to seal this activation. It is done. It is done. Now it is embodied. It is active. So just breathe and breathe and breathe, 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 and feel into that. Feel how that feels. Breathe, just close your eyes. I'm gonna take a drink. This is blended watermelon, soaked goji berry, and like whole chunks of watermelon. So, how did that feel? All right. Please comment below if you feel called to. It's always nice to share your experience with other beautiful souls that are also going through the same experience in their own unique way. All right. All right, so let's pull some cards. I'll do another video for the other stuff. Let's do some earth magic. All right, it is March 2nd. As I literally said as that card comes out. Or actually, that's where my thumb landed. All right. So this message is going to be short. I'm going to do another one here talking about today specifically. So that came in yesterday, later in the day. So I wanted to share that for today's video. Keeping it real, raw, authentic. All right. It is time to emerge. You've probably been feeling this energy, but I'm waiting for your wings to dry out. All right. All right. All right. What do we have just for some final earth magic cards, tapping into all of those beautiful elemental spirits, nature spirits? I literally have like a pile on my lap. So, vulnerability. So metals might be significant. Yellow and purple flowers. I actually channeled that cone flower. I drew that in my journal somewhere. Yeah, look at that. When I started that, that's what I drew last night. Just channeled through. Meadow, lotus flower, unfoldment. So lotus flowers, again, look at the meaning behind that. Perspective, the Milky Way. And then rainbow blessings. Okay, so I'm going to read these because they want me to get some more information. I don't usually read out of the book. I usually just kind of feel out this, but let's read what Meadow has. These are all very spring-like energies, galactic energies with the Milky Way, but the other three cards just scream spring to me. That spring, that unfoldment, that emergence. All right, your spiritual unfoldment. So I'm actually reading this one first because that's what it flipped to. So your spiritual unfoldment is occurring at all times, whether you are aware of it or not. All right, it is inevitable as long as you put your trust in the hands of the Creator and the one who holds the light. Like the lotus, your soul is always reaching for the light to fulfill its karmic destiny. But even in the process, there are periods of darkness and at times to rest. It is a natural cycle, one that cannot truly be coerced or halted. It is intimate. It is an intimate rhythm of its own. All right. One that is unique to the being that you are. Okay. You do not need to strive or be driven by spiritual ambition. It does no good to try to force the growth upon yourself or force growth upon others, for that matter. Allowing this key here, allow the place in you that naturally wants to follow the light to do so, while recognizing that even when you have complete faith, you will face challenges and occasionally suffering. Your steady faith and love will guide you on your journey of returning to the light. So please go look at a deeper meaning of the lotus flower if you feel guided to. I see lotus flowers regularly, almost like rainbows. It's either daily or multiple times during the week. So we're going to look at Meadow next. And Meadow is right before Milky Way. So Meadow is again showing this beautiful bright. I mean, I really look at these cards deeply. So take a screenshot. There's a lot going on there with source energy emanating this, which is kind of a very pinkish rainbow upper chakra type energy. You are in a place where you can take risks with your feelings. And even you are now in a place where you can take risks with your feelings. And even more important, take risks with the truth of who you are. Again, standing in that true authentic self, okay? The truth you know in your heart and your soul. You no longer need to be subject to your conditions, your fears, or of letting others know who you really are. That people pleasing. Making yourself small to make others fucking feel comfortable. That's over. All right? Yes, others may judge, they may evaluate, they may criticize, or even perhaps even put you down. Who gives a fuck? All right? I'm adding that in there, clearly. There are very real possibilities. Those are very real possibilities. Yet trusting that you have the strength to deal with these reactions rather than respond adaptively and always playing it safe. All right? You can more confidently allow yourself to be vulnerable. Always holding back from expressing your truth can create an illusion of safety. We're done with that. But armed with your trust and your faith, you can choose to be vulnerable and share your authentic self with the world. So this is another key message why I was guided to read that, which I've never read that particular card. I am, and many others are continuing to remind you, it is time to stand tall, proud, in that gentle strength in your authentic true self. Okay? Perspective. So the Milky Way. Again, I always say when I say that, you're taking the higher perspective, right? You're not reacting, you're responding if you feel like that's necessary. You have lost your perspective. Interesting. So it's time to step back and breathe. So maybe this is for somebody that maybe have lost their perspective a little bit. And allow yourself to detach in order to gather information from your senses. Listen to your body, okay? Regain your perspective about a situation. Detachment does not mean that you no longer care. All right, it simply indicates that you are looking at things from a different point of view. Okay, it's that macrocosmic look, okay? That eagle, that higher perspective. It is an outlook that is not clouded by emotions, judgment, or attachment to the outcome, but instead, it maintains a non-reactive awareness of these things. The witness, that internal aspect of yourself that simply observes everything in your life, offers his or her eyes here. Through these lenses of pure awareness, you can examine all aspects of your experience, physically, emotionally, and mentally, without denying anything. By doing so, you will come to understand a greater perspective than it is typically justified by the ego, which allows you to see what is before you with a clear vision and an open mind. All right, so we've got the rainbow blessings here. One of my favorite cards. I have many cards. I love this deck. It's one of my very first Oracle decks. Okay, the storm has passed. This is your confirmation. The storm has passed. It's time to emerge. And it is time to enjoy the refreshing beauty of this cycle. Even though it has been difficult to appreciate any sense of purposefulness in what you have endured lately. I know, been there many times over. You can now, as they say, count your blessings, not just to look at the quote unquote brighter side of things, all right, adhering to some academic mantra that has no heart or depth, but to do so and with genuine gratitude is expressed up close and personal. All right. This ever-evolving process of life itself is a blessing, an opportunity to exist as a human being on Earth. The planet is a beautiful garden, even if it does not always appear so. Sometimes it's only when you look back at a memory of an experience that you can truly see the blessings that have come from them. Bless your difficult or painful experiences and let them go. I've said this many times, many times. This might be the first time you're hearing it. All right, let's see if we got any more Messages. Dream time and creation. So I am going to read the dream time and creation. It is time to create and play, have fun. Dream time. Like I said, I don't usually read a lot of these cards, but close your eyes, tune into your breathing, and allow yourself to sink deeply into the heart of living creation that you are, your 0 point. Okay? As you notice your breath becoming steady and slightly deeper than usual, observe the urge within you that is begging you to come forth with some creative action. Pay attention to any images, sounds, feelings, knowings that beckon your awareness. And there you will find the key to the manner you will find there you will find the key as to the manner in which expresses this magnificent pulse. Your breath is the crossover between spirit and the physical body. Breathing comfortably and steadily helps you align yourself with spirit, which then brings a clear focus on what creative expression is preparing to be birthed through and from you. Discard any habitual thought patterns that would prevent the manifestation of what you are being prompted to bring forth. Ego, backseat. Okay? Allow yourself to take risks with self-expression, and all of the creation will smile upon you. Again, it's stepping into your authentic self and to create from the place of your soul. Okay? And so, yeah, thanks for hanging out. That is your message today. Again, as I hope this reaches who it's meant to reaching, and for your highest and best good, always through divine light, divine love, divine truth, divine power, divine wisdom, divine knowledge, divine remembrance. And it is now for that quantum emergence. 2202 on the timer. We'll see you soon. Love you. Bye.